You know when you hear a word, and out of nowhere you feel something different? Like, it's as if that word calms you from the inside. Like someone pressed an invisible button that makes you breathe a little deeper. Yeah, some words do that. But there's something even more powerful than random words. Sounds. And today, I want to show you a very special kind of sound. Just imagine. A sound that has been repeated in the same way for thousands of years. Thousands, really. A sound that has traveled through time, cultures, continents, and is still used today by people of all kinds to find calm, focus, clarity. And the best part, you don't have to understand it all to feel it. It's like when we hear a beautiful song, and even without knowing the lyrics, it warms our heart. That's how it works. These sounds are known as mantras, and that's what we're going to talk about now. Let's explore how these ancient sounds, passed down through generations, can have such a deep impact on our minds and well-being. Are you ready to discover this fascinating universe? This sound is called a mantra, and we're going to dive into it right now. Come with me. Have you ever stopped to think about why certain words have such a strong impact on us? Sometimes just hearing a phrase, a song, a sound, and something shifts inside. The breath slows down, the heart calms, the mind opens. Now imagine there's a sound that does all of that, and that has been repeated in exactly the same way for thousands of years. That's a mantra. But hold on. Don't go thinking this is something esoteric or far from your reality. Mantras are, above all, an ancient technology of the mind. A practical tool used for millennia by regular people, just like you, to find peace, focus, clarity, and connection. The word mantra comes from Sanskrit. Manas means mind, and tra is instrument or protection. This isn't just poetry, it's pure functionality. Imagine a sound antivirus that helps clear repetitive thoughts, anxieties, and distractions. The mantra protects you not with a physical barrier, but with presence, with focus, and with sound. There's something deeply comforting about chanting a mantra. The rhythmic and cadenced repetition of syllables creates a vibration that resonates within us, promoting a state of calm and concentration. It's as if each recitation were a mark in time, an anchor that tethers us to the present moment, pushing away worries and mental noise. Moreover, the power of the mantra lies in its ability to connect us to an ancient tradition. When we recite a mantra, we are taking part in a ritual that has been practiced by countless generations across various cultures and regions of the world. That feeling of continuity, of being part of something bigger than ourselves, can be extraordinarily uplifting. But the mantra isn't just a spiritual or meditative practice. It has practical applications in our daily lives. In moments of stress or anxiety, chanting a mantra can be an effective way to regain balance and serenity. It's a simple and accessible tool that doesn't require special equipment or deep knowledge, just our voice and our intention. Now, let's go back in time. Long before science as we know it existed, before the internet, cell phones, or any form of modern technology, there was oral tradition. And within that tradition, the Vedas were born, the oldest sacred texts of India, over 5,000 years old. These texts weren't just written, they were sung, chanted, passed down from generation to generation through vibration, not just reading. Within the Vedas are the mantras. And what's most fascinating is that mantras weren't created by someone. They are said to have been heard by sages in deep states of meditation, as if they were universal frequencies picked up by those tuned into something greater. These sages, called rishis, transmitted the mantras exactly as they heard them, and to this day, they are repeated in the same way. Now think about this. The same sound, repeated the same way, with the same pronunciation, the same rhythm, for thousands of years. Is there anything more powerful than that? We're not talking about a passing trend. We're talking about a stream of sound and wisdom that crosses generations, languages, borders, and cultures. But what makes a mantra different from a regular prayer? A prayer can be made in any language, with spontaneous words from the heart, and that's beautiful. But a mantra has a specific structure. It's not just intention, It's intention combined with rhythm, meter, pronunciation. It's like a precise formula. Changing that formula is like altering the ingredients of a medicine. It might stop working. That's why mantras are taught orally, from teacher to student, preserving the tradition. Because it's not just about reading aloud, it's about chanting precisely. It's about vibrating each syllable with awareness. A mantra, after all, is sound. And sound is vibration. And vibration is energy. And that's where the word Shanti comes in. Maybe you've heard it before. It appears a lot in yoga practices, meditation, or at the end of ceremonies. But it's not just any peace. It's an all-encompassing peace. When someone says, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, they are invoking peace in the body, peace in the mind, and peace in the spirit. 3 levels, 3 dimensions. An attempt to align all that we are with a single word. Mantras aren't just for creating inner silence. They have practical uses. In modern life, so full of stimuli, noise, and distraction, the mantra works as an anchor. It pulls you back to the now. It trains your concentration. It regulates your breath. It helps you step out of autopilot. And what's even more fascinating is that science has also begun to confirm what sages have known for millennia. Studies in neuroscience have shown that the repetition of mantras can activate areas of the brain related to focus, attention, and emotional balance. Researchers have observed, for example, that chanting mantras like Om significantly reduces activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain that responds to fear and anxiety. In other words, a mantra doesn't just calm the mind, it literally transforms your brain state. It reconfigures mental patterns and can even generate more stable brain waves, associated with deep relaxation and clarity. Additionally, regularly chanting mantras can promote the release of endorphins, the feel-good hormones, helping to improve mood and reduce stress. This practice can also increase the production of serotonin, which is linked to feelings of happiness and well-being. It's as if the mantra were a code that teaches the brain to breathe differently, to think differently, to simply be. Some people report that after some time practicing, they start to notice greater ease in concentrating, improved sleep quality, and an increased sense of inner peace. The beauty of mantras lies in their simplicity and depth. It's not necessary to understand the language or the literal meaning of the words to feel their effects. Just be present, listen, repeat, and let the sound do its work. And the most interesting part, it doesn't require any specific belief. You don't need to follow a religion. You don't need to believe in anything supernatural. Just be willing to listen, to repeat, to feel. There are different types of mantras. Bija mantras, for example, are seed sounds. Short words, sometimes made up of a single syllable, that concentrate specific energy. Lam is the sound of the root chakra. Ram is of the solar plexus. Yam of the heart chakra. Om is not just a sound, it's a symbol, a vibration, a principle. It is considered the primordial sound of the universe, the sound from which everything originates. When you chant this sound, you are, in a way, tuning in to the original frequency of creation. But beyond being a primordial sound, Om is also a powerful tool for spiritual practice. Chanting it regularly can help quiet the mind, bringing a deep sense of peace and clarity. When vibrating Om, a connection is made with something greater, with the essence of the universe, allowing energy to flow freely through the body. Practicing Om doesn't require much time or preparation. It can be done anywhere and at any time. You can start by sitting comfortably, closing your eyes, and focusing on your breath. Inhale deeply, and, as you exhale, let the sound Om flow naturally, feeling the vibration resonate throughout your body. Repeat several times until your mind feels calmer and your body more relaxed. Om is also used at the beginning and end of many spiritual practices, such as yoga, meditation, or even as preparation for chanting other mantras. It's as if it opens a portal, purifies the environment, and prepares the energetic field for what's to come. Many report that with consistent practice, Om becomes an internal anchor, something you can mentally access in moments of anxiety, disconnection, or turmoil. It is, at the same time, a call inward and a surrender to the whole. Historically, Om appears in very ancient texts like the Upanishads, which describe its essence as that which contains everything, past, present, and future. It's actually composed of three sounds: A, U, M. The A represents the waking state, the U represents the dream state, and the M represents deep sleep. And the silence that follows the sound represents the fourth state, the state of pure consciousness. Chanting Om is simple, yet profound. You inhale slowly, and as you exhale, you vibrate the sound in a single continuous tone. Let the sound start in the throat and resonate to the top of your head. Feel the vibration spread through your body like waves in a calm lake. You can repeat it 3 times, 7 times, or more. The important thing is to be present. Listen to the sound with your whole body, not just with your ears. Om is used at the beginning and end of many spiritual practices like yoga, meditation, or even as preparation to chant other mantras. It's as if it opens a portal, purifies the space, and prepares the energy field for what is to come. Many say that, with consistent practice, Om becomes an internal anchor, something you can access mentally in moments of anxiety, disconnection, or turbulence. It is, at the same time, a call inward and a surrender to the whole. And the mantra doesn't have to be practiced only in silence or alone. In it, a group of people gathers to chant mantras together. It doesn't matter if you sing well, if your voice is soft or powerful. Everyone joins in the same sound. And what happens there is almost magical. The group's vibration intensifies, creating an atmosphere of harmony and connection. The collective sound creates a field of presence, where each voice contributes to building a harmonious and immersive energy. It's as if you're carried by a wave of sound that takes you to a state of deep tranquility and introspection. You don't need to understand, just feel. In these circles, different mantras are often alternated, each with its own resonance and meaning. Between the chanting moments, there are periods of silence that are equally important. And it's in that silence, after the sound stops, that many feel a new space within themselves, a renewing calm that settles in, bringing a sense of peace and mental clarity. Group practice also reinforces the feeling of belonging and community. Sharing this experience with others creates bonds and strengthens the sense that we are all connected by something greater. Whether in mantra circles or individual practices, the important thing is to let yourself be embraced by the magic of sound and allow it to transform your inner world. And it's not just with the voice that mantra is practiced. In Buddhism, there is something beautiful: prayer flags and mantra wheels. The flags are colorful cloths with mantras written on them, hung in high places like temples, mountains, and balconies. The idea is that as they sway in the wind, these flags spread the vibration of the mantras in all directions. The wind becomes the messenger of peace, compassion, and wisdom. Mantra wheels are another example of this spiritual creativity. They are cylinders with thousands of mantras written inside. Every time someone spins one of these wheels, even just once, it's as if all those mantras are being chanted. It's a form of active, meditative, silent, and powerful practice at the same time. In Tibet, many practitioners spend hours spinning these wheels with focus, while keeping the mantra in mind or in their hearts. All of this shows that a mantra goes beyond sound. It becomes image, gesture, movement, presence. The practice of chanting mantras, whether through the voice or devotional objects, is a way of cultivating inner peace, of connecting with something greater, transcendent. Each chant is a small journey, an opportunity to return to the essence, to quiet the mind and open the heart. In the end, a mantra is a door, a key, a mirror. And those who walk through that door, who turn that key, who look into that mirror, rarely come out the same. The transformation that occurs is subtle, yet profound, and it manifests in various areas of life, bringing more clarity, serenity, and well-being. So, if you've made it this far, maybe you're already hearing something inside. A subtle sound, a new curiosity, a desire to experience it. Allow yourself this experience. Let the sound of the mantra resonate within you, opening unknown paths, bringing forth your true nature. You can start slowly, with small steps, and over time, you'll discover that this practice can become a refuge, a source of strength and inspiration. Maybe this is your first step. So, maybe now you're realizing that a mantra isn't just a beautiful sound. It's a key, a path, a way to return to yourself, even when the world out there is in chaos. And the most beautiful thing is that you don't need to know everything or do everything perfectly. You just need to try. Sit for a minute, close your eyes, and let a simple sound like Om show you what it has to say. Because sometimes, change starts like this, with a single sound. If this made sense to you, if it sparked a little curiosity inside, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos, and share this with someone who's also in need of a little silence and sound. See you soon. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.